which idioms and phrasal verbs are included. When people think of idioms, they tend to think of the more imaginative and colorful examples: kick the bucket, have a bone to pick with someone, full of beans, be barking up the wrong tree, etc.
Kick the bucket. When you kick the bucket, you die. Kick the bucket is an extremely informal way to describe death. Have a bone to pick with someone. Someone have reason to disagree or be annoyed with someone. Full of beans, lively, in high spirits. This phrase was originally used by people who work with horses, and referred to the good condition of a horse fed on beans. Be barking up the wrong tree. Pursue a mistaken or misguided line of thought or course of action. The metaphor is of a dog that has mistaken the tree in which its quarry has taken refuge and is barking at the foot of the wrong one.
These vivid expressions can be extremely difficult to understand, so they are often the ones that teachers are called upon to explain in the classroom. It is also undeniably true that idioms, especially the more vivid ones, hold a particular fascination for some learners.
Fascination, a very strong attraction, that makes something very interesting.
However, there are thousands of idioms, less exotic and often more transparent than the ones above, which are of a higher frequency and probably greater value to the vast majority of learners. Here are some typical examples: bear something in mind, get your own way, by far, come in handy, etc. Some of these will appear so mundane that they often pass unnoticed as idioms.
Mundane, not interesting or exciting.
In some cases, the meaning may be quite easy to guess, especially in context, but the same concept may be expressed in a different way in the learner's mother tongue, so these expressions need to be learned, and are equally deserving of our attention. In both books, we have concentrated on high-frequency idioms and phrasal verbs which are likely to be of greatest value to learners in everyday English. To this end, you will find some vivid and colorful examples, but the majority are closer to the list above. One final note on selection: dictionaries do not always agree on what constitutes an idiom. Hold the line is listed as an idiom in one dictionary, but a collocation in another.
Collocation, a combination of words in a language that happens very often and more frequently than would happen by chance.
The same is true for under the influence, be on somebody's side, at risk from something, come to no harm, etc. Equally, a phrase listed as an idiom in one dictionary may have a separate head word entry in another.
Head word, a word that forms a heading in a dictionary, under which its meaning is explained.
For example, lost cause, lame duck.
Lost cause, something that has failed or that cannot succeed. Lame duck, a person or an organization that is not very successful and that needs help. A criterion, a standard or principle by which something is judged, or with the help of which a decision is made.
Our criterion for inclusion in this series is that an item has to be listed as an idiom in at least one of the following ELT dictionaries, and they are almost always in more than one: Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary, Oxford Word Power Dictionary, Oxford Idioms Dictionary for Learners of English, Longman Dictionary of Contemporary English, Macmillan English Dictionary for Advanced Learners, Cambridge Advanced Learners Dictionary, Collins-Schofield Advanced Learners English Dictionary. How can teachers use the material in the classroom? New idioms and phrasal verbs are presented through different types of text, including dialogues, tables, and visuals. The meaning of the new vocabulary is explained in an accompanying glossary unless it is illustrated in visuals or diagrams.
Accompanying, provided with something else.
Important or additional information is included in the spotlight boxes. Here is a procedure you could follow. Students study the presentation for 5 to 10 minutes, longer if necessary. You answer any queries the students may have about the items, and provide a pronunciation model of the items for your students to repeat. Students do the first exercise, which they can check for themselves using the answer key, or you can go over the answers with the whole class. When you are satisfied, you can ask students to go on to further exercises, while you monitor them as they work individually or in pairs, and assist where necessary. When they have completed the written exercises, students can often test themselves on the new vocabulary. The material has been designed so that students can cover the new vocabulary and look at the meaning, or vice versa. This is a simple, quick, and easy way for learners to test themselves over and over again, so there is no pressure on you to keep searching for different exercises. After a period of time has elapsed, perhaps a couple of days or a week, you can use the review exercises for further consolidation and testing.